It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Ampersand Brewing Company, and this is a can of their Camphillsner Unfiltered Lager. Let's get it up. There you go. There's a look at the can. 440ml can, coming in at 4.9% ABV. Looks really nice, really cool. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Going to give a massive thank you to Brewery for sending me the beer. Absolutely wonderful. So Brewery talks to us on our YouTube live feeds, the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Plus he leaves a lot of comments on our videos regarding mainly the beer reviews, I would say. Which he is interested in, rather than the food reviews, which I do at the same day. I do a beer review and a food review. So I get a lot of the comments coming from the beer reviews from Brewery, which is absolutely fantastic. And he contacted me recently, said that there's some really good breweries down my neck of the woods, and I would love to send you up some beers from where I'm from, the Norfolk area of the UK. So this is indeed from Ampersand Brewing Company, Camphillsner Farm, Norfolk. There we are. So, without further ado, look at this beer. Look how fantastically good this beer looks. Get it up again. There it is. Look at that lovely carbonation. There is a widget in the bottom of the glass here. And yeah, apologies for the Marston's glass, but it works really well for a lager review. So hazy straw coloured, lovely carbonation, 2-finger white head, little bit of yeast in the bottom of the glass there. You can just see little bits and pieces floating round. Let's get the aroma on this unfiltered lager then. Ooh. I tell you what this reminds me of straight away. I had a German lager. I've been to Germany this year. I was in Germany August of this year. Oh, and I sat and reviewed a lager at the table where the guy inexcusably took a pee next to the bush, or in the bush next to me, whilst I was filming my beer review. And for the life of me, and it's only because it's kind of, I review so many different beers, and it was 3 months ago, and yeah, asking me on point to remember a beer is impossible. I got the beer in my head, but I can't remember the beer. If some of you can remember that specific review and the specific beer, please comment below, because so far this has got the same aroma as that beer, that lovely German regional from the Hamburg area of Germany lager. Spicy, peppery, picking up a little bit of the yeast, definitely picking up the hops. Spicy and peppery, a little bit of stinging nettle coming through. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Very clean, very drinkable. Quite spicy and peppery, this one. It's clean, but it's definitely got a little bit of a kind of a yeast forward feel to it, feel and taste to it. A little bit of sweetness there as well to begin with, coming from the malt. Very tasty, very, very tasty beer. I like the fact that it's unfiltered, and you're getting all of that beautiful kind of unfiltered flavour coming through. Yeah, that's rather tasty. That is rather tasty. That pepperiness, that spiciness on the back end, that bitterness to kind of balance off that little bit of sweetness as well. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. The carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Great lacing on the glass. I think I've definitely had something from this brewery before. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what beer I've had, or maybe one or two of these companies' beers. I've heard of them, I've tried their beers. I got a funny feeling it might have come from Beers of Europe, our channel sponsor. But yeah, this is a cracker. This is a real cracker. And I can totally understand why Mark Brewery wanted to send me this lager. It's really, really good. I've had a day of it again today. Still out in the garden. Still digging my rather large hole in the ground. There's tons and tons of earth to move. I've started it at the end of October when the wife stopped using her washing line, and I have all winter to dig out this tons and tons of earth. So I'm just doing a little bit a day, taking a little bit out, and hopefully by the end of winter I've got rid of it all. That's my kind of thought process anyway. So she'll go out in the garden and she won't be able to reach the washing line because I've dug all the ground out. The washing line will be 15 metres in the air. But anyway, going back to the beer, the reason why I mention that is after a day of digging in the garden, this is absolutely fabulous. I've put the pick down, put the shovel down, had a clean up, and now I'm drinking this wonderful beer. And it's really nice to be able to... it's the reason why beer is drunk in such volume is because of situations like my situation today, where you just put everything down, you have a clean up, and you go, oh, first beer of the day. Lovely. Right, so an unfiltered pill style lager beer brewed with traditional Czech yeast, German hops and English malt. Lagered for over 3 weeks to give a clean, flavourful and refreshing beer. Brewed and canned by Ampersand Brewing Company, Camphill Farm in Norfolk. Water, barley malt, lager dextrin, hops are Magnum and Tettnang and Centennial, and the yeast is WLP 800. Rating for this beer, 440 milliliter can. I like it. Pardon me, I like it. I really like it. It's clean, it's crisp, it's lovely, it's tasty. For me, it's an 8 out of 10. I'm going to say 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Really good tasting beer. Thank you to Mark Brewery for sending the beer once again. You can pick it up from Twisted Hops online beer shop.co.uk. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.